game with the 50-50. Game with the 50-50. All right, ladies, you got your fans? All right, now let's do a little work about let's here we go, y'all. I don't know if y'all know, but what's love and the 478 man? It's like,
Yeah, lean it to your left and lean it to your right, baby. Grand Rising. Hey, you can use this one. Grand Rising. Okay. Talking to the grandbabies, y'all that came over last night. Y'all know what? All this week I had the babysit a little tiny bit when she just started walking. But these children come out intelligent. It's scary how intelligent they are. You know, no longer than y'all remember when you used to have to hold the baby head up? Hey, bring me a paper towel, please. Okay. They come out now holding their own head out up. It scared me. And if you like around that baby while that baby's in that womb, when that baby come out, if you in that room when the baby first born and you talk, that baby will turn her head towards who you are, already recognize your voice. Grand rising to each and every one of you, y'all. I'm feeling kind of good this morning. It's so good to be home and back in Georgia. Y'all know I live between Georgia and Huntsville. Well, I have to go to Huntsville all the time because of my brother, but he has agreed to move to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm so happy. So I won't have to be traveling back and forth down that road. Y'all, I hate Huntsville. I do not like Huntsville. That's why I moved out of there. But I still got family members that's made that their hometown. Okay, you guys, this morning we're just going to do a little bit of recap of the show. What happened on that show? Y'all know Trish got some problems. Yeah, she got some problems on her. She really got some anger problems. She need to see a therapist, really. Trish really do. She remind me of a female Martell. Well, Grand Rising, everyone. Grand Rising. Oh, Lord, I don't know whether the sun is set or whether the sun is rising over this sky, but it's so beautiful. Yes. Let's do house rules. This copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1978. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by a copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing nonprofit, educational, or personal use. Tips to balance in favor of fair use. I want to see Mel Newman. Pamela. Oh boy, I got y'all, didn't y'all? It's just a movie. Let me show y'all. So y'all won't think I'm trying to deceive y'all. But I put on there, Mel is starring in this movie, y'all. Here you go, y'all. Y'all remember this? Where this is a movie she's in. It is on Tubu. And it's free if you got it. Y'all, the movie is good. Mel plays this character. I put it up for y'all. She plays this character, this silly character. This guy right here is her new love interest, her husband. Now, it's like 4 couples that they go to like a couple retreat. It's called Marriage Mansion. And really, Melody and her man got about the best relationship there is between all the couples. But look at this, where he's rubbing her feet. Y'all remember where Hotel put that in the court document? And to find out it's a movie, I just said Melody be sitting on the couch with the man massaging her feet. Y'all remember the court threw that out, but it was in the court document when this man went back. It bothers him. Yes. I'm like, you mean to tell me Hotel lying? He was talking about a movie. He claimed that the children saw her with a man rubbing her feet in the living room. That's what he told the judge, y'all. Y'all remember that, don't y'all? In the court document. Come to find out it's a movie. Look at this one. In the court document, the children walked in on Melody kissing somebody in the living room. Come to find out it is a movie, you guys. A movie. And Martell know that. Martell's such a big liar. Martell, and then guess who he said it was? Y'all know he said it was the security guard. He twisted it and put it in the court document that it was the security guard who's sitting on the couch with her rubbing her feet. And it's a damn movie, you guys. That's what it is. So this is Melody husband in the movie. There we go. Messy Kimmy create beef with Trish and Mel. And Mel man exposed. This man is exposed that Martell is talking about, that's rubbing her feet. This man is exposed that Martell is talking about kissing in the living room. It is a movie. That's all it was. A movie, you guys, and he knew it. But he lied and said it was the security guard, and the security guard is married. That man married. He could break up somebody's home like that, you guys. But Kimmy is definitely messy, y'all. Messy. Messy Kimmy. Kimmy is so damn messy. She over there. Y'all remember when when the episode came out about her husband had a DUI? She was just pissed that even Melody would even mention the fact that her man had a DUI. But guess what she do? She can turn around and be like a book, like the channel New 31, ABC, NBC News. A news reporter, right? Yeah. Came back and told Melody what Trish said. Came back and told Melody that Trish did not like her, that Trish said she was messy. So that's going to create a beef between Chris and thing. But anyway, today, you guys, we get, oh my God, Nosy Rose. Oh my God, I just can't believe it. Oh my God, you started my morning on Nosy Rose the ground. Black Titanic, love your Black history, boots on the ground. Now you make it. You make my day. I was just getting ready to tell y'all that I was so excited to see that I was excited to see that they reopened the Black Holocaust Museum, you guys. And the man that started this Holocaust Museum was Mr. Cameron. Mr. Cameron was almost hung himself. Let me get off of this, y'all. It's early in the morning. I'm sitting on the couch. So, yeah, Mr. Cameron, he was almost lynched. So, once he grew up, he started the museum, and the museum closed, you guys. Yeah, the museum closed. And but someone came in and donated millions of dollars, so the museum is back open and it's in Milwaukee. So that's what we're going to look at today, the African Holocaust. Y'all do know that I keep telling y'all this, my ancestors just gonna beat my butt up until I go ahead on and do the first Holocaust was not with the Jews in Germany. The first Holocaust in Germany was with the Africans. In fact, African owned Europe. No white people was not in Europe, you guys. Everybody when you think of Europe, you mostly think of it as a Caucasian country, but it belonged to the Africans, right? Say civilization started in Africa, y'all. So, it would be crazy if y'all think that our people, our ancestors did not migrate and explore the different parts of the world and started other civilization. Well, that was like in Europe, but it was in Belgium, the Congo. It was in Belgium, the other African Holocaust. And the Congo was the richest. They were rich in everything. Y'all ever know that Africa is rich in minerals, oil, and rubber. But in Belgium, they went and got all those people out of the Congo, you guys, and used them as slaves, put them in concentration camp. Anyway, that right there is a story on its own. Anyhow, you guys, let's just see what you guys are saying. Thanks, Nosy Rosa Graham, for the $20. Oh my God, Miss Judy said, I am cracking up with laughter. I watched the movie and never put two and two together. The scenes that were described in the court document were definitely in the court document. Montel needs to stop. With Mel funny in that movie, Mel and that man, they matched them up great in that movie. Them kind of couples like that remind me of y'all know who act like that for real. My co-host and her husband, that's how they get it up bad. They act silly like that, and they just the cutest couple. They so in love. They act like they just met, and they got grown kids, almost 40 years old. But when I was watching Melody and her role that she played, the little Pinky really silly, y'all. So I said, God damn, they remind me of Pinky and her husband. But anyway, yeah, that was funny. Yeah, Pinky is funny, her and her husband. Grand Rising, everyone, and Miss Black Titanic says, crazy. Y'all, let me say hi to everybody. Ebony Dancer. Ebony Dancer. Pamela, liar, liar. Yes, he's a liar. Y'all know I couldn't figure it out when I was reading those court documents, and I said, well, did the children really say that? Did the children really see Melody with a man? I mean, it's not unusual to have a man and you single, but did the children really walk in on Melody? It had me second guess. But then when I saw it, I said it was just a movie. And the man turned around, Martell turned around and lied and said it was the security guard. Yeah. Pam said, I want to see Mel Newman. Well, you saw it. That's the man Martell be telling us about. But it's a movie, Pam. It's a movie. That's what it was. Martell ought to be ashamed of himself. Good morning, Grand Rising to everyone, said Laquita. Hey, to be real, Grand Rising. Good morning, Miss Black, Tiny, and Chat. Y'all make sure y'all go check out my court documents, y'all. It's stressful reading those court documents. So what I did was just did a little skit, had a little fun with it in order to be able to put it out to the public. Okay, you guys, let's just go ahead on and do the this museum, you guys. Or shall I think I'll do the museum last simply because I want more people in here. That's what I'm gonna do. The African Holocaust Museum last, right? So I have more people in the room. And did y'all know when I was a little girl, I can identify with Mr. Cameron, the man that escaped a lynching. I mean, some white folks saved him. Some clear people saved him. They went in there and they told the people, no, y'all can't lynch him. He was only 16 years old. But when I was a little girl staying down there in Bessemer, Alabama, I was almost lynched. I watched my partner, the little girl that I was playing with. I watched them, do things to her. Something was going on in Birmingham. Y'all remember when they were sicking the dogs all during the civil rights movement. And my grandfather told my oldest sister to watch me. Well, a boyfriend came over and she let me went outside to play. And Lord have mercy, I was so happy. But we ran off into the woods, and what did we know when we was in the woods? Some Ku Klux Klansmen came. They were draped off in their white outfits with their hoods on, and they were chasing me and my friend. They caught me first, but my dog was with me, Ben. Now Ben is not a girl, Ben is not a boy, it's a girl, but we named her Ben. Ben bit one of the Ku Klux Klansmen, and I ran and I climbed up the tree. But they shot my dog, they killed my dog, and then y'all know what they did to my friend. We was like 7 years old. And I never forget, I was in Bessemer, Alabama, going to Hard Elementary School. So they murdered her, and They were looking for me. I could hear them. I was sitting up there in that peach tree all night long, man. I was hungry. I was eating those peaches up there. I stayed up there all night because I knew that they were going to hang me because they had a rope. They had the rope and they were looking for me. I was way at the top. What I mean, at the top of the tree. I was at the top of the tree looking down at him. I stayed up there. I had to watch my friend body. I watched what they did to my friend. And so later on you could hear nighttime came, you can hear all the adults just calling my name in the woods. And that was when I came down from the tree. Anyway, grandpa and them found who it was, and they did what they had to do with them. And that's we had to run up north. That's when we ran up north to Detroit to keep them from hurting the whole family. But they took care of them. My grandfather was crazy like that. He didn't take nothing. Yeah, he got his shotgun and he got every last one of them. And then we ran. And the whole family packed up and went to Detroit and moved out of Bessemer, went to Detroit. And I ain't been back since. But I learned that Mr. Cameron was almost a lynching victim, and he started the African Holocaust Museum. So yeah, that brought back that memory when I was almost home. Uh, It is the first time I learned that there was an African Holocaust in Europe. Thank you. We'll research this further. Yeah, you got to look up the Congo and King Leopold in the Congo in Belgium. King Leopold. Let me write it down for you. I'm gonna do it for y'all. They don't pay me, so Leopold. Leo. King Leopold in the Belgium. Belgium. And the people was the Congo. Yeah, that's what you look for as the African Holocaust. It was way before it would cause you to cry if you see what they did to those people over there. I've never seen nobody so cruel as King Leopold. He was cruel, you guys. He would cut off their arms and their feet if they couldn't meet a certain quota. It didn't matter. It didn't matter whether they was children or what have you. King Leopold will order that if they don't meet this certain quota, then you gotta cut an arm off or a foot off to teach the other slaves that they're to meet a quota. So yeah, I do know I'm not gonna be monetized when I show it. Capricorn flower. Hi, Miss BT, Mars, and Chat. So, they say that we don't deserve reparation, but they pay reparation to the Jews. And like I say this, I know that was terrible what the Jews went through. That was terrible what we went through too. It's certainly 500 years of slavery is a Holocaust. And then we had concentration camps here too, y'all. I did that before. It's called the Devil's Punch Bowl. But yet and still, it's always got to be a study when it comes to giving us reparation. I mean, when the Jews went through their Holocaust, that was in Germany, but they get their money every year. However they get it, they get reparation. You got the Japanese; they got reparation from America. You got, they get reparation out, but when it comes to us, it's always they gotta do a study or they ain't got enough money. Anyway, you guys. Okay, let me go. Let me just go ahead. We're gonna get to. We're gonna start out with the movie, right? Let's start out with the movie, y'all. So I hope this is the movie coming up. Now, this movie It's starting with Melody Cherie, and it's called The Married Mansion. Here you go. This is just some highlights of the movie.
Hey, real quick, if y'all don't mind, Kimmy and Trish, since we right here. Hey, Trish, do you have an issue with me? No. Okay. Because if I would have, I would told you for sure. Oh, okay. I'm surprised she said no. Okay, right. Because we and Kimmy met up the other day, and Kimmy was kind of asking me, I guess because y'all met up or something, and so she was asking me, and I was like, no, because I know, I don't know her. Like, I don't know her to have an issue with her. Okay, that's exactly what I said. I said, I don't know you.
That's something else, ain't it? All right. Well, I'll keep it on there.
Yes, trust me, I'm gonna get to it. I said, I just didn't like the way that she was instigating at the celebration. You felt like I was instigating? Most definitely. Yeah. Just started going crazy. As you do. Hey, sister, you know you be throwing your shade all the time. When somebody wants to elevate, baby, mine gonna elevate too. I feel you, Trish, you in love with him. Because she get triggered too easy.
Your man said you was still in love with your ex-husband.
Oh, it's okay. So when you shared with Kimmy that you felt some kind of way about me saying a couple of comments,
She said exactly what she said.
Yeah, I heard it.
She didn't say she didn't like you. She said she felt like it was messy.
So my question is this: when you felt like I gave my opinion or a comment on a situation that we were all very privy to, right? And so then now I'm being messy. So that means you think everybody up in here, including the lady of honor who's coming in, is messy, correct? No.
I had a little pep talk before I came in there today. I told myself, stay calm, don't go crazy. But when Mel starts coming for me, I can just feel it geared up.
Everybody gives their opinion. So what the everybody right. It was at the table when I guess we were sitting down and she was like,
They still love each other.
and it was a joke.
It wasn't a joking moment to me. We were sitting down and she was like, they still love each other.
And it was a joke.
It wasn't a joking moment to me. When I talked with you, I said to you, I felt like it didn't seem like it was big enough that something y'all couldn't talk through. And for you to say that it wasn't a joking moment, that's understandable. But she might not have felt that or known that in that moment.
But we haven't had a talk. Well, I hadn't had a chance to talk to her until now.
So do y'all have an understanding now? There's nothing going on.
It is what it is.
You understand her now, ma'am? No.
That's her. They gotta do me.
Well, how you gonna move forward?
That's why her name is Mel. My name is Trisha. It is what it is.
I haven't said or asked any more than anybody else up in this group have said or asked concerning what's occurring around Trish. So if I'm messy and shady, then everybody up in here messy
And that's my opinion.
Everybody were shady.
Both of them need to be accountable for what they have said and done. Yeah, the conversation's going left, but they need to talk about it. I hope they can get it squashed out before Nell walks in. I don't want her to walk in on them kind of.
You started it. You started
See
it,
all that
girl.
energy right there, and that's why now it's this energy for me.
No, I don't give two.
I don't think anybody gives two.
You know what? I think we've talked enough about this. I mean, we're just wasting energy and wasting breath. Precious breath that we can be spending on.
I'm not wasting.
I'm a bitch. I'm gonna tell two bitches arguing.
Not wasting breath. Not wasting breath.
What is all this rah-rah? I don't like it.
This is the weird part. Two people who said they don't have an issue with each other, it clearly sounds like an issue.
Something that you started, Kimmy.
I said, yeah. Mimosas with Melody, tell Trisha to come. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have a problem with her. But her 1,000 wouldn't work in my life. It just wouldn't. So I'm not talking to Kim. So that wouldn't work in my life. So that being said, I won't have a conversation with her.
I can talk to her.
So I can keep my energy where it needs to be.
Trisha and her tone right now is as if she knows me and she feels like she can play in my face. I don't know you, Trisha. So I'm gonna need you to get your tone together a little bit. And maybe she's used to talking to people in her life that way. Maybe she's used to running over men and being aggressive like that. But I'm not the one. I'm sorry.
This is Nell's night. It ain't about Nell one of y'all.
Oh, now I didn't even hear it.
It don't matter.
Oh,
it needs to be permeated before she gets here.
Oh, the energy's gonna be good when she gets here.
Bring it out.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that clip. I was trying to show the movie, but I grabbed this clip. But that's okay. We still can talk about it. What do y'all think about that clip? What do y'all think about Trish coming for Melody like that? And y'all know who started it. Who started it was Kimmy. Kimmy is messy. Kimmy is so messy, y'all. That woman right there, it took me a while. Look, that's why I wrote this right here. Messy Kimmy created beef between Trish. My thing is with Trish. Trish had the nerve to trust that she could say this gossip to these Scots behind Melody back, like as if they had no loyalty to her. That's why Melody busted them like that. Melody let her know, look what you're dealing with. This who you dealing with, this woman right here. You were talking about me to this woman behind my back. And then she was talking about me behind my back. But see, you got the nerve to feel like this woman would be loyal to you and keep what you said in private. She ran right back to Melody and told Melody that Trish said that she was messy at her event. Trish said that Melody was the instigator when this is the real instigator right here, y'all. This the instigator. Oh, thanks for the super sticker, Nosy Rosie Graham. Thanks for the Cash App, too. Her name started with a T. I'm sorry. Thanks for the Cash App as well. But anyway, you guys, this woman right here always got some shit going. Them Scots always got some shit going, but then they want to pretend like if it come to them that they shit don't stink. Yeah, they don't want you to talk about them. But Kimmy is messy. Kimmy started this mess right here. But let me tell y'all something about Trish that I noticed about Trish. Trish got so much beef for Melody. She got all this energy for Melody. But we found out what's going on with Trish. They probably already planned this. All of them in on it because we found out that Trish and Destiny know each other, y'all, since the early 20s. They've been knowing each other, it's been proven. The receipts is all over the internet that they've been knowing each other. And so, she already came. I was wondering, since they've been knowing each other since the early 20s, was she hanging out with Destiny, hanging out with Trish when Trish was going over there hanging out with Martell, right? Y'all know Trish gonna go in there with Mel. Mel is gonna question her about her relationship with Martell. Now, she tried to make it seem like it's innocent, but she just caused you to have some suspicions because she lied so much about what's going on with Martell. But she got the beef, but she gave Melody all this energy. All this energy she gave to Melody. Melody, you see Melody face right there? Melody was taken back by that energy. She merely asked her a question because see what Melody gonna do. Hold on. Y'all close that door. Y'all too loud. Close the door now. I'm live. So what Melody did was letting her know, I'm not going to talk about you behind your back like everybody else do. I'm going to confront you face to face. I don't do that. Yeah, she said, you got a problem with me, chick? Because I don't even know you. How you going to have a problem with me? I don't know you. And I'm the one to have a problem with you because you was in my home while I was still married to my man. And your man was staying in the house. He said he was still staying in the house with you when you were messing around with Martell. He said, Marquez said he overheard you talking to your friend. You must have liked him about Martell, how the children was there. Yeah, that all that energy she got towards Melody. Melody ain't did nothing to her. Let's see what the fans are saying. Oh, they call her lockjaw because she always act like she ain't got nothing to say until she get around Martell. When she get around Martell, she just light up. You can see every teeth in her mouth when she get around Martell. Kendra said, child, the way I'm tired of lockjaw only able to open her mouth when attacking male. Allegedly, she's been friends with Dusty since 2022. Show this, y'all. Circulate. And then that's Destiny gonna act like she don't know the chick. Production like to play in our face. You know that. Carlos, Carlos, I'm just like Marceau. Marceau said that your production is lazy and they like to make up fake storyline. Marceau said it. He said, y'all make up fake storyline. And the fake storyline is when, I'll never forget, when Destiny was standing up there with Stormy. I think they was at some kind of sports facility. She act like she was shocked, and it was the first time that she met Trish. And then, even at this event right now, Destiny sitting over there in the corner like she don't know Trish. When come to find out, what Kendra say? The way I'm tired of lockjaw only able to open her mouth when attacking male now. Allegedly, she's been friends with Dusty since 2022, y'all. Yeah, so y'all can know what Dusty been talking about. That's why Trish had so much smoke for Melody when she came through there. When she came through the door, she got smoke for Melody because she want Martell. She want Martell, but Martell didn't want her. Martell just a playboy, that's all. Allegedly, I believe that they slept together. I don't care what she say. I believe she gave that booty up. Yes, she did. Even Melody feels like it. Yeah, we all grown here. Trish, you just the biggest liar on earth. Now, or Decent said, she only does that with talking when other people are around. When Mel confronts her one-on-one, she holds her head down and mumbles. Now, yeah, when they one-on-one, she had a different type of great observation, yeah. Trish is mad because her ex-husband is flirting with Melody. Yes, Marquez been flirting with Melody. And you know what? Melody is a very attractive woman, you guys. So, you know, I don't blame her. She's an attractive woman and she's single. But I believe one of the fans said that Trish mad at Mel because all the men that she want Mel. Oh, she don't even want Ken, y'all. She do not want Ken. Claudette said, but the same Trish made comments about Melody, still want Martell. Why is she questioning me if I go to Martell house? Yeah, why you got so much smoke for Melody? That woman was still married to that man in 2020. Okay, so the next one says, so Chris didn't go to his cousin's funeral since he's supposed to be their cousin. Why doesn't Nell know about them? And Huntsville is so small. Well, and then others, no one really has a storyline anymore. The Black Excellence has fizzled. Well, the only one still doing the Black Excellence is Melody. But you guys, look at this. Let me get back to Trish. Trish, y'all know what? When I was listening to that story, that would make me hate my man too, y'all. Trish said that all her family members, her mama, her dad, and her sister, all of them died back to back, and Marquez left her. Marquez just ran off and left her, she said, while she was dealing with grief. So She got a lot of animosity against him for that. Yeah, but I still don't like the way Trish talk about him in front of her children. Now Trish sit down with her kids, y'all, and her kids thought that she was already divorced, y'all. But them children, they act like they more mature than the mom. They really do, because we learned a lot from them children. Number one, we learned that she's not really divorced from this man, because they're going back and forth as a divorce. She's not divorced from, and also that she's not ready for marriage. That's what she tried to learn that. And the little girl told her, I guess the little girl said, all you gotta do is take a deep breath. I'm thinking she talking about her anger. Yeah, her anger, y'all. Let's see what y'all are saying out here. But Trish was saying the same thing about Mel when it comes to Montel. Double standard is what it is. That's what I say, Tracy. I said the same thing, because she said the same thing. She also got in her confession about how Mel can't stand it when somebody come from her and all of that stuff. Every last one of them, when they having conversation, that always lead back right back to Melody. It's gonna always be their storyline. Cricket said, "Good morning, Black Titanic." Okay, Jersey Girl said, let's see what she said. Trish to go after Mel. Yeah, they use Trish to go after Mel. They are all on that hate train. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And don't forget now, if Trish and Destiny already friends, she's not mature enough to say, hey, look, that's your buddy. She haven't done nothing to me. I don't have anything to do with it. But she came in on that hate train, and I couldn't understand why Trish had so much smoke for Sonny. Now I know, because she and Destiny are buddies. Just I'm going to say Brianna. That's Bunny, but Brianna is Melody's stage name on TV. Bunny, Kimmy, she should be thanking the Father and eating some humble pie. Don't play with the Father, just saying. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She should be. She said she was sick. She's supposed to be getting over cancer, right, y'all? You would think that she would be humble. You're right about that. Sister said all Lockjaw did was prove she's a pass around. Now, you're right. Lockjaw is not looking good for you, Lockjaw. They got you looking like a garden tool on here. You got a boyfriend, a man, and a sad dude. And you coming after his ex-wife while you was visiting her husband while they were still married. Trish remind me of a Van, what is Van, which kind of call it? Ventriloquist? Oh yeah, how she do her mouth. That's how Shirley thought that's how they do their mouth with no ventriloquist, just like she hold her mouth. Grand Rising, Miss Black Titanic, come from Janetta. Thank you, Janetta. Grand Rising said Edna, and blessing to you as well. To be for real, she should have watched it differently. He was there physically, but not emotionally. Yes. I think y'all know what this girl she need to go to some anger class, because I remember Ken saying he had to leave for 3 or 4 days when this girl get angry. And then her husband always describe her anger too. But the little girl and the son are so mature. They some cute kids. They mannerable children. And I have to give it to her. Those children are very mannerable. It's a different than what I seen in front of what's her name? The Scott's kids, man. They were rude. Kimmy needs to be careful. The last time she started BS, she got sick. Girl, Nosy Rosa Graham, thanks for the super sticker, Nosy. Trish looks like Shalimar's sister. Looks like a whole clown. Y'all know she do look like him though. Oh man. Kimmy is full of Yes, she is. She's a shit starter to her heart. Well, I was trying to get that movie. I picked the wrong one. Let's see if I can get the movie on through here, y'all. Whatever falls, just gonna fall. And y'all, we just gonna flow with whatever falls. Yep. Let's see which one is there. I'm gonna try this one. Hopefully, this is the right one. Wow, Nosy, you sent me something else? Oh my God. I am blessed today. Thank you, Nosy. Love your content boots on the ground. Thank you, Nosy. Thank you. Okay, you guys, I'm going to take this down and I'm going to put up. I feel blessed today. Y'all blessed me so much today. Thank y'all for the blessing. Thank you so much. Here go the little movie, y'all, right here. The little clips of what I tried to do with it. In Mansion, Mary Mansion. Now, this is her husband right here to be now. Everybody was married. But Melody played this silly. I enjoyed her personality. And I enjoyed the love interest on here because they really matched each other personalities on here. Now, this couple right here, Melody and her old man, Melody's name was Brianna. His name was Rich. And they didn't have many problems, you guys. They were just a silly couple. They truly was in love. Out of all the couples, now, to me, they had the most potential. Now, here's Melody. Then she's telling her love interest that she wants to go to Jamaica, baby. You go wine and dine me. And he enjoyed every minute of this girl. You hear me? They were so funny and they were silly on that show. Here's Melody again. Now, see, this is while they're in Married Mansion. Now, in Married Mansion, the host was Claudia Jordan. But anyway, they had it's called Pandora Box. In Pandora Box, you had to let your secret out. Because as you can see, Melody was always smiling in this picture, her and her silly husband. They matched each other, girl. But anyway, in the Pandora's box, either was gonna break your marriage or it was gonna make you stronger. In Pandora box now, this couple retreat, it's like a couple retreat now that they're at with a lot of other countries. Brianna, who is Melody, Rich, who is her husband. Now, Brianna took money behind her husband back to start up a business. And this man was her ex. So that was her secret that she had been keeping from her husband. Now the husband revealed that he knew it all the time, that she had taken money to start her business up from that ex. And he was so sweet now. He went behind Brianna back and paid off that loan behind her back and up having shares in the business without Brianna knowing it. Now, I thought that was a boss move. Truly, they were a power couple, but I don't know. Because it was a secret, it would either strengthen that relationship or make each other not trust each other. This is Melody. just being goofy. They're at their homes, they're lounging out, they're just having a great time with each other, enjoying each other love. Right here, they're still in the, and they're still at the couple retreat, but he's trying to tell her to chill out because one other girl over there that Brianna doesn't like. So Brianna and the young lady always eyeing each other, rolling their eyes at each other, and the young lady said, well, just as long as you don't throw no water on me. So they were always at each other's throat. This couple right here, this couple right here had a lot of problems. This young lady right here was very mean to her husband. She was selfish. She dehumanized him because he had lost his job. Now, at the couple retreat, this is the young lady that Brianna, who was Melody, always was arguing with inside the couples retreat, married mansion. Now, she always belittled her husband. I did not like that because she made more money than her husband. And in Pandora's box, her secret was that she convinced her husband to come on this reality show, but she told the producer not to cut him a check, that all the money should go to him, to her. Wow, Brianna. His secret was that he had a secret bank account. Bless his little heart. He said, wasn't no money in it. But when my mama want a gift or something, I got to feel like a man. I shouldn't have to go to my wife and ask my wife for money to buy my mother a gift. But she was selfish. She really was. This is Claudia just laying the grooves out for the couple retreat married mansion. As you can see, look at Brianna. Brianna and Rich over there, they always show love towards each other. All right, let's just keep going. Claudia's, they were giving Claudia a headache because they were arguing right here. This is Brianna arguing with, I think her name was Alexis, sitting over there in the corner. Okay, Jonathan and Rachel now, he was the cheater. And she could never trust him anymore. They had 2 kids. She just couldn't trust her husband anymore. They were high school sweethearts. And Rachel, he was trying his best to build a trust. Now in Pandora's box, his secret was that he never did tell her that when they were in high school, he was dating her best friend behind her back. Oh, Lord, she already had trust issues with him. Her secret was that she had a second child by him, and she never did want to have any more kids by him. But he was a cheater. He just would never grow up. He was a basketball player or football player. He was into sports, and women was always after him. That temptation was there, and he never resisted. Yeah, that's Keith and Alexa, the one I just showed y'all that always talked down on her husband because he had lost his job. And that's the one that Melody, and she was always at eat bussing. But anyway, you guys, that's pretty much it. Married Mansion starring Melody, Cherie. On this day, her name is Brianna, and his name is Rich. In the end, all the couples stays together now. Oh, yeah, this couple right here to me had the most problems. He wanted her, she was a medical doctor. He was a policeman now. You know, Brianna, man, which was Melody, man, had a problem with being in the same room with a police officer. But he wanted her to have children. She didn't want to have children right now. What she wanted to do was focus on her career, and they argued over that. That is a serious thing that you should get that straight. before you get married? Will there be children? Do you want children? She did not want to have no babies. What she wanted to do was focus on her career. He wanted a wife just to stay home, cook, and clean. I guess that's how he was raised, what he said his mama do. But these two couple right here. Okay, so yeah, their secret in Pandora's box was that she was taking birth control pill all the time and tricking him that she was going to have his baby. His secret was that he was going to quit the police force and start a business, you guys. This is the host, Claudia Jordan. It really was a good movie, you guys. It really was. Pandora, this mansion, married mansion, it really was. Starring Melody Sherry. So Martell took that movie and put it in the court documents, y'all, but he changed the player. The player was the security guard, right? So I was talking about I was talking about the Scott's kids. Now, what I was trying to say about the Scott kid is that to me they were rude. Somebody out there felt like they wasn't rude. They did not want to be on TV, so that was the little girl way of getting out of being on TV. She was not happy about being on TV. And do y'all know that Martell seems like it's not Martell, my soul children seems like they are so disconnected from him, you guys. I didn't get no feel of no kind of attachment between he and his children. And then if we watch the show, we will know that he does not participate in doing anything with the children. It's always his wife. You know, she is y'all call her slow, but she really is a good mother. I think she's a good mother. She's the one that has to do everything for her children, you guys. He does not participate in raising those children. So when he called those children in, they were trying to change the narrative. Trying to do that playbook like Melody and them. They always had their kids on the screen. They kept their kids off the screen, but now they trying to put their kids on the screen, and that little girl just wasn't having it. It was all in her face that she did not want to be on TV. And that's okay. That's okay. Everybody don't like to be on TV. But the Huntsville having problem with them in that every time they get on social media, they gonna say something to bash the black leaders in the community. Now, y'all remember Tisha said that she had to dumb herself down for the black community. Now, if y'all just thinking she talking about Huntsville, she's not. She's talking about the internet. That's what she's talking about. Because that's who their tribe is that look at they show the people on the internet. She's talking to me, you, and everybody else that view Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's who she's talking about. Huntsville don't look at the show. She know that Huntsville do not watch that show. She talking about everybody on the internet, all the bloggers and the subscribers that makes that show moves. Yeah, so yeah, I was offended about what they said. And then she's talking about moving on, talking about trying to do some black excellence because they want to change the narrative. Teacher is saying that Martell trying to change the narrative of what's going to be on the show. That's because he shook them, y'all. He came back with receipts. We don't know. They some crazy receipts that he came back with, but he came back with some receipts until now, till today, my soul has not denied it. My soul has not denied that that was going on, and Uncle Fester, neither one of them has denied what this girl said, Chantel has said, right? Not one of them. They don't want us to talk about it. Don't talk about that. We can talk about Melody Ish, but don't talk about us. Just change the narrative, because what they're saying now is not true. Child, my grandkids having a ball since I'm live. I'm gonna have to get them when I get off this computer, because they just acting a fool back there. I hear them jumping on the bed back there. But anyway, you guys, they want to change the narrative now. The narrative is that everything is fake that we see, because they don't want us to concentrate on what Chantel said. Chantel, y'all may not, she might have been a little ratchet, but the girl to me was telling the truth. Y'all know why I believe she was telling the truth when she talked about Credit One, because the first came from Kimmy. Kimmy said on that reunion stage, she didn't want nobody to know that Maurice don't come home that night. He's always down there all night long at that Credit One. And Kimmy said lots of parties be going on down there at Credit One. Y'all remember that? So this girl is saying the same thing. She go in there in Credit One. That's where the happenings be at with Credit One. And it kind of grossed me out. She talking about two brothers at the same time. That grossed me out. Of course, they were playing in this girl's face. If coleslaw, you want to call somebody slow, they were playing in your face, because it's clearly that Martell was right along with the rest of them boys. Whatever they did, all of them was doing it together. He says it himself that he go first and they go after him. That's what he said, Coleslaw. She might have found out later on, because a few days later, Coleslaw went over there with the other content creator, and she was bashing Martell. Yes, she was. She said Martell ain't got his shit together. She said Martell need to get custody. Get them kids away, Martell. I want you to get your kids away, because she blamed the children on Martell not being successful. She said he can't get nothing from the ground up. All he got is that wine. He can't get that up. Get them kids away. Get custody. Put custody to your wife. I agree with her, y'all, but it's just the principle of another woman that's not their mother telling him he need to get his kids away. What about little Chucky? Do you think he need to abandon little Chucky too? I don't think so. Ooh, Lord, boy, this love and marriage, Huntsville. Okay, y'all, let me see if I can find a commentary. It's basically the same. I'm going to talk it out. Thank y'all for being here. Thank each and every one of y'all for being here. Yeah. Ooh, Lord. Ooh. Urban Bear, okay. So, Melody, Trisha, Kimmy has started some stuff between Melody. So, so anyway, Melody right here is asking Trish, hey, look, do we have a problem, Trish? I ain't got no beef with you, but I heard you got beef with me. Kimmy told her that she said she was messy. Said Melody was messy. Let's just see what's going on. But anyway, Kimmy kind of still threw shade at Melody because Melody said she wasn't staying. She had an event with her children, and that's what she would want to be at. Melody really didn't want to be there. It was because of Nell that she was there. Let's see.
Right. I've been just kind of looking around like, okay, so what's next?
So yeah, she answering to Melody. Melody, can you just stay? We gonna pay. Melody said, no way, I got an event. And then this one Kimmy gonna tell me, so, yeah, everybody around here just looking around. They become standoffish, talking, don't say Melody. But Trish right here got all this energy for Melody. A lot of people are saying that Trish's energy towards Melody is because Marquez bought Melody some flowers. Marquez shows interest in Melody. And the fans are saying, look like all the men that want Melody, Trish want, a.k.a. Martell, okay? Melody want to know, why you got this beef for me, chick? You shouldn't have this beef with me. Hell, you was in the house with my husband. That's who you was in the house with. But shouldn't be the other way around.
Number dice.
Right.
Right.
Have you talked to Bill?
So now, she really get some shit.
Say it fast. Do you not want to?
Hey, real quick, if y'all.
Now, Melody finna team in. Hey, real quick. Hey, look. I need to holler at you, Trish. Right now, I hear you got a problem with me. I don't know you well enough for you to have this problem with me, but I heard you had a problem with me.
Oh, mine. Kimmy and Trish, since we right here. Hey.
Hey there, Kimmy and Trish. Hey, look. No. This not happening, Kimmy. I'm not talking behind this girl back. What I got to say, I want to say in front of her face, because see, Kimmy like to talk behind people's back.
Trish, do you have an issue with me?
Nope, there it come. Look at that plate. Look at that face. She gonna get in her confession and said, nah, I promised myself that I was gonna hold it down. I was gonna be nice. But anyway, here go Trish. Kimmy and Trish, since we right here, hey Trish, do you have an issue? If you got an issue with me, tell me to my face. Don't be talking about me behind my back. That's right.
No. Okay.
Because if I would have, I would have told you for sure.
Oh, okay.
No, you wouldn't have. Because you did not tell her. You were talking about her behind your back to the bone collector, thinking that they were going to be loyal to you and holding what they were going to say, that what you were going to say to them. But no, it don't work like this. There's no loyal friends on this show. Whatever you say, they like to talk behind each other's back, but that's how they keep shit going. They gotta go back and tell.
I'm surprised she said no.
Okay, right. Because me and Kimmy met up the other day, and Kimmy was kind of asking me.
Yeah, tell that. That's right, Melody. Tell her who brought that bone to you. Kimmy. That's right. That's what you do. You tell them. Kimmy brought this bone to me. Yeah, we met up the other day, chick. And she told on you. You thought you had a friend. You thought you could trust Kimmy. That's what you thought. Melody laughing. Because Melody been showing her, you can't trust these people.
I guess because y'all met up or something. And so she was asking me, and I was like, not as I know. I don't know.
That's right. I don't know you, chick. I don't know you, but you very well know me. Because we found out that you, chick, you and Destiny are best friends. And knowing Destiny been feeding you shit. Yeah. That y'all probably been out on dates together.
Or like, I don't know her to have an issue with her.
Okay, that's what I said. I said, I don't know you to have an issue with you,
But I just went in your house and screwed your man. But I just hang out with your enemy, destiny. But that's the but, yeah, right there. And but for the bone collector, Mr. Messi gonna sit right there in the middle, right there, and enjoy these two going after each other throat. Look at the girl in the back. She up there. Ooh, Lord, I gotta listen at this tea right here.
That was it.
I was like, yes, trust me, I'm gonna get to it. I said, I just didn't like the way
you were grilling. You were starting stuff at my children's event. You had the nerve to say, well, I wanted my husband. I still was in love with her. And I don't want her. You see Melody smiling at her. Yeah, Melody, like, girl, is that what that is? It was just a joke.
that she was instigating at the celebration. You felt like
Yeah, you felt like I was instigating. So if I was instigating, everybody else was instigating too at the celebration. Everybody here was instigating. Why you don't have no beef with Kimmy sitting right next to you? I just told you that she went behind your back and told me that you were gossiping about me. You don't have no problem with this chick. You don't have no problem with nobody up here but me. Why is that?
I was instigating?
most definitely,
Yeah.
just started going crazy as usual.
Yeah, right here, over this man right here. She couldn't care a shit about what's going on with you in your life because she said, I don't care if she bought you and your children some money. Put some money in your children's pocket and this all you got out of it?
Actually, what she's saying
Yeah,
now,
I heard it.
she didn't say she didn't like you. She said she felt like it was messy.
So my question is,
Look at that. Oh, look at that. Go ahead on. You gonna learn today, Trish. They already took you down there in St. Thomas and threw you under the bus, Trish. When are you gonna learn that these people right here, they have no loyalty to each other, but yet you wanna come after Melody? Like Melody said, what about these people right here? The rest of the cast member. Why you don't have this beef for them? Why is it that you're not saying that they are messy? And this woman right here is the mess right here, Miss Kimmy. Yeah, Miss Kimmy. By the way, Kimmy, you look cute though. Well, sporting her Mary J. Braddock.
is when you felt like I gave my opinion or a comment on a situation that we were all very privy to. Right?
Yep, every last one of them. Every last one of them was privileged to the same conversation. You have no beef. Why you got beef with me, girl? I don't know you. I don't know you like that, and you don't know me like that, except, but for what?
You see that fast, Hey, real quick, if y'all don't mind, Kimmy and Trish, since we right here. Hey, Trish, do you have an issue with me? No. Okay.
If I would have, I would told you for sure.
Oh, okay.
I'm surprised she said no.
Okay, right. Because we and Kimmy met up the other day, and Kimmy was kind of asking me, I guess because y'all met up or something, and so she was asking me, and I was like, not because I know, I don't know her. Like, I don't know her to have an issue with her.
Okay, that's exactly what I said. I said, I don't know you to have an issue with you, but yes, trust me, I'm gonna get to it.
Rest
I
of
said,
the day.
I just didn't like the way
Hey, he's still in church.
at the celebration.
You felt like I was instigating?
Most definitely.
Yeah.
Just started crazy as usual.
Hey, sister, you know you be throwing your shade all the time.
When somebody wants to elevate, their mind will elevate too.
I feel you, Trish, you in love with him. Because you get triggered too easy.
Somebody said you was still in love with your ex-husband.
Oh, it's a curve. So when you shared with Kimmy that you felt some kind of way about me saying a couple of comments,
She said exactly what she said.
Yeah, I heard it.
She didn't say she didn't like you. She said she felt like it was messy.
So my question is this: when you felt like I gave my opinion or a comment on a situation that we were all very privy to, right? And so then now I'm being messy. So that means you think everybody up in here, including the lady of honor who's coming in, is messy, correct?
No. I had a little pep talk before I came in there today. I told myself, stay calm, don't go crazy. But when Mel starts coming for me, I can just feel it geared up.
Everybody gives their opinion. So what the everybody right.
It was at the table when I guess we were sitting down and she was like, they still love each other.
And it was a joke.
It wasn't a joking moment to me. We were sitting down and she was like, they still love each other.
And it was a joke.
It wasn't a joking moment to me.
When I talked with you, I said to you, I felt like it didn't seem like it was big enough that something y'all couldn't talk through. And for you to say that it wasn't a joking moment, that's understandable. But she might not have felt that or known that in that moment.
But we haven't had a talk. Well, I hadn't had a chance to talk to her until now.
So do y'all have an understanding now? There's nothing
I mean,
going on.
it is what it is.
You understand her now, ma'am? No.
That's her. They gotta do me.
Well, how you gonna move forward?
That's why her name is Mel. My name is Trisha. It is what it is.
I haven't said or asked any more than anybody else up in this group have said or asked
And I
concerning
just
what's
said last week I had a problem
around
with you.
Trish. So if I'm messy and shady, then everybody up in here messy
And
and
that's
shady.
my opinion.
And that's
Everybody in here is
because
nasty.
everybody was shady.
Both of them need to be accountable for what they have said and done. Yeah, the conversation's going left, but they need to talk about it. I hope they can get it squashed out before Nell walks in. I don't want her to walk in on them kind of.
You started it.
every
You
day.
started
See
it,
all
girl.
that energy right there, and that's why now it's this energy for me. No,
I don't give two
I don't think anybody gets too.
You know what? I think we've talked enough about this. I mean, we're just wasting energy and wasting breath. Wasting breath that we can be
I'm not waiting.
I'm waiting, no. I'm doing so it's two bitches arguing.
Not waiting breath. Not waiting breath.
What is all this rah-rah? I don't like
This
it.
is the weird part. The two people who said they don't have an issue with each other, it clearly sounds like an issue.
Something that you started, Kimmy.
I said, yeah. Mimosas and Melody, tell Trisha to come. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have a problem with her. But her 1,000 wouldn't work in my life. It just wouldn't. So I'm not talking about the kid. So that would work in my life. So that being said, I won't have a conversation with her.
I can talk how I feel.
So I can keep my energy where it needs to be.
Trisha and her tone right now is as if she knows me and she feels like she can play in my face. I don't know you, Trisha. So I'm gonna need you to get your tone together a little bit. And maybe she's used to talking to people in her life that way. Maybe she's used to running over men and being aggressive like that. But I'm not the one. I'm sorry.
This is Nell's night. It ain't about Nell, one of y'all.
Oh, now I didn't even hear it.
It don't matter.
All day.
The energy don't need to be permeated before she gets here.
Oh, the energy's gonna be good when she gets here.
Bring it out.
Yeah.
So this is Trish and her children. Now I found this quite interesting where the son thought that she was already divorced. I mean, we are our teachers. We are our children teachers. They're looking at us. So he had thought that his mama and his daddy, these kids thought they were already divorced. After all, she got this man living in our home. But anyway, she had to sit down and tell the children that she had filed for divorce. And he dropped the bomb and said, well, I thought y'all already was divorced. And also, if y'all don't think children don't pay no attention to things, he's saying that he don't understand all this beat that's going on around the house. Now, And then the little girl says, well, all you gotta do is take time out to breathe. And I know she's saying that because it's a lot of arguments around the house. Trish has this energy where she gets mad real quick. So the little girl talking about take time out to breathe. You know how they teach you to breathe in and breathe out when you think you're getting ready to explode, and before you say something, you ain't have nothing to say. But the kids act more mature than the adults.
I had to do some self-evaluations before I did.
So she talking about her self-evaluation. She trying to explain to the children about she want to have a co-parent relationship with their father, a better co-parent relationship. But how is it going to be better if you keep bashing this man on national TV, if you keep bashing this man in front of his children around your boyfriend? But anyway, you guys, I just hope that Trish and Marquez, for the kids' sake, can be cordial, have a better co-parenting relationship.
Yeah, I know.
Huh?
I know.
Yeah.
So that's it. And then go to mail.
Don't worry about it.
Here we go again. Chris she's visiting Mel. Mel says she does not know her that much, right?
I'm still getting to really know Trish, so I invited her over.
Yeah, so she invited Trish over. But what is she gonna grill Trish on? The Martell thing. She grilled her about Martell. Now everybody else could talk to Trish and say everything that Trish except for Mel. She got this negative energy towards Melody, and we know why. It's because she's been friends
Today, so we can talk and kind of dive into what.
Yeah. She invited her over being nosy. Trish still saying the same thing. You guys, she's saying that she had no relationship with Martell.
Was it his house?
Yes.
So yeah, she finally saying that she was at Martell house. Yes, I was at his house. All he did was talk about Melody, and but we didn't do anything. We just didn't do nothing. After all, he did not come on to me at all. That's what she say. But child, you can't believe nothing Chris, this chick say.
Y'all watch movies together or watch them?
Yeah, you watch movies together. That's all y'all did. Honey, we know this man smashed you. It's gonna come out because he gonna tell it. But you guys was
Movie together?
We were sitting down. We're supposed to be. We was talking.
yeah. We sitting down. That's all we were doing. We just sitting down talking. All he could talk about was his Melody. How much he want his family back. You hear that coleslaw? I believe that part.
About workout.
Talking about working out, she says. Yeah, right. Anyway, she gets to Trish is talking. Chris get to she get to crying, you guys. She's talking about when Marquez left her. Oh wow, at a dark place. Mom, dad, sister, all three of them just passed away back to back. She said he was out having fun while she was grieving, and she angry at him. That's a lot of anger right there, and I can understand that, you guys. Yeah, that's a lot of anger. So she's not ready to marry. Because that son asked her, are y'all getting married? She said no time soon. She does not want to marry. And I understand that. I don't know why she just can't tell Ken that.
Well, in the beginning, Marquez, he went his way, out of my way. We never.
Yeah, so. This taken from Irma Bell. Letitia Scott and Marcel Scott called out Martell host and LAMH producer. He called them lazy, y'all. He said that they create fake stories. Filming for Love and Marriage Huntsville will begin this winter. and this may be the most explosive production yet. Cast members are fed up with Martell host antics, specifically Marceau Scott and his wife Tisha Scott. They hopped on Instagram Live to call his behavior out. They also called out production following Martell to control their narrative on the show. Now they have no problem when it's melody, but now that the talk is about them, it's a problem. During that 30 minutes IG Live, Marceau mentioned how Love and Marriage Huntsville producer may allow Martell to control the narrative regarding what would be spoken about on the show. You mean you and that mess going on at Credit One? You don't want that out? You don't want to out about your wife in the back seat of that Buick? Yeah, but you don't care about Melody. For 9 seasons, y'all have been bashing Melody. They're going to get Maurice or Chris Fletcher, or maybe even Marquez did, because he wants to be part of the group now. Get Marquez to come up and talk to me at some random event to talk about something. Hey, man, so how do you feel about stuff on social media and forcing me to talk about it? No, don't talk to none of the Scotts about the reality. They don't talk about what's reality. They make up fake stuff. That's what he said. Marceau Scott called Martell Hawk and claimed he's desperate for a check. Later in the IG Live, Marceau confirmed Martell wants his paramour on the show. He also called out Martell and Arian Curry behavior, calling Martell saying that outside of the conflict, he has nothing to talk about. What Martell is doing right now is something. He's saying the most outrageous stuff, doing the most outrageous thing, trying to get attention. What he's really trying to do is get Arian on the show. Here's what he's really trying to do is get Arian on the show and make it seem like she says stuff like, I don't watch the show, but has been talking about me for the last couple of years. The truth is, no one even talked about her. Martell, cheating, or none of that. No one's been talking about that for years. Marceau lastly mentioned that Martell did all of this because he was trying to secure a check. So, yeah, they don't want to be talked about. This was written by AJ Now. She's a publisher and writer for Urban Bell Mag. AJ has a passion for HBCU, learning technology, and TV reality TV. Exactly. Exactly. I was mad for Marceau and Letitia until I remember they were Team Martell, and a couple of episodes ago, Marceau even helped Martell cheat. So yeah, I'm going to sit this one out and eat my popcorn. The Scotts are not victims. They have no problem sitting on this platform and showing none of their real lives, but has so much to say about everyone else's business. Now Carlos is making them work, and it's tears and excuses. Nah, F them. That deal was the monster you helped create. Oh, Carlos is not liking this, I'm sure. You can't talk negative about his production team and still on his payroll. Be on the lookout for Scott's demotion. The reality has gotten to the Scotts. Well, first of all, you're working to a self-serving Andy Cohen wannabe who likes drama and confusion. What did you really expect? No, Carlos is not interested in showcasing the serious work you're done rebuilding the community on your success as they relate to Black entrepreneur accomplishment in business. He's a ratchet, catty, backstabbing little girl. He's using his platform to present you all in the most negative ways possible. If you're feeling used and exploited, you are, but remember, all money ain't good money. For one, I am over it. I think Carlos holds a lot of responsibility for Kiki's downfall and wish he would have been more sensitive to her struggles. Obviously, he thinks it's entertainment, pitting black educated people against each other instead of uplifting them. He's the real a-hole. You have a choice. Will you stay or is this enough? For one, I have had enough. I won't be watching. Yeah, the ratings keep falling, y'all. Oh, Carlos is definitely about to target Letitia and Marceau now. He can't stand it when people tell the truth about his raggedy-ass production company. I sometimes think he's sleeping with Martell because Martell would have been fired from any other show by now. It's time to call it a wrap. There are no friendship, no respect, no morals, and no value left. Take the money you're all made and move on. We know way too much about your lives and not enough about the positive things you've done in the Huntsville community. Martell looks toxic, and a narcissist who is hell-bent on destroying everything and everyone around him. Carlos King is a cat. I mean this in a pejorative sense of the word. Bringing back desperate destiny and crazy as hell Latrice's husband to be Martell too. It's an indicator that things will.
Welcome to Marriage Mansion, where love finds a home.
I'm gonna be on TV.
They said reveal a secret, but I ain't expected to come out like that.
I'm easily the most popular person here.
I don't trust any of these people.
So we're here to see if we can get our marriage to work.
But people like her need a balloon pop before things get out of hand. You understand? And I keep a needle right in my pocket.
You see, I'm a modern woman, and I deserve my career.
Well, I may not be rolling the dough now, but I have other assets.
Don't miss it, y'all. Melody Cherie starred in Married Mansion, you guys. Oh, Vanessa Roger Tracy playing now on Tubi. Yep, playing now on Tubi, and I really enjoyed Melody character. They were so stupid. They were in love, and they were the silly couple. But anyway, like I said, Martell took this movie and turned it around and pretend like Melody had a bed all over her house, rubbing her feet and all that, and kissing all on the couch, and come to find out it was a movie. Honey B said Marceau and Tisha definitely needed the money. They're not going to quit. They're going to be right there talking about everyone else's business, but not theirs. That's right, Pat. Patricia Ellis Robinson. Y'all, you saw how she got upset when they were trying to talk about that DUI. Yeah, about her husband. She wasn't having it. Now they've been forced to try to talk about themselves. They don't like it. Now all of a sudden they want to change the narrative to black excellence. Honeybee said Martell puts Trisha up to go after Melody because he wants Melody hurt. And he said that Trisha likes to fight. So Destiny and Carlos are on board as well. I think all of them are on board, Honeybee, because we just learned that she's friends with Destiny as well. So, she came in with that energy towards Melody and Sonny. Oh, by the way, y'all know how they left. They left off with Sonny walking in the door. And Sonny walks through the door, and of course, it's going to upset Destiny. They These people, they are double standard because, for one thing, drop. What you mean drop? Yeah, I dropped it. Y'all want to come up? I forgot about doing it. I'm not. Y'all, I gotta put that through. Let me put the Black Holocaust Museum through, right? Yeah, I'm gonna put the link out after this Black Holocaust Museum. Or y'all want to come up? Y'all can. I don't have nothing to do but talk. I want to thank Nosy Rosie Graham. She's been blessing me today. There was all the super stickers. Y'all, this old lady, let's see where's that. I can't remember the name. I'll find it. But super sticker, there was 2 super stickers. I think one of them was named Tawana Reeves. She sent something. Nosy Rosie Graham sent twice. And there's a $9 one from somebody. But thank you, babe. I'll find you on my mind, but it can't come off my tongue. I see your name in my head, but it won't come off my tongue. Y'all blessing this old lady today. Okay, I'm finna put this through. This somebody donated, y'all. I think it was $1 million. $1 million for this museum. The museum had closed down, and I don't know why this look like that, y'all. There we go. The museum had closed down, and they opened it back up. Like I said before, I'm finna put it back up. Like I said before, it was a survivor from lynching. He was 16 years old. Dr. Cameron was his name. He was 16 years old, and they had already lynched his buddies. And I told y'all my story about lynching. I'm a lynching survivor too, and yeah, some clear people saved him. You guys, yes, they did. So we did have back in the day, y'all. We did have clear people that did not believe in the racism and slavery. So they were called Quakers, and they will help you escape. So they helped Dr. Cameron escape. Also, it was a Mr. Glover too. They tried to they were going to go get Mr. Glover out of jail and hang him. And some clear people broke him out of jail and hid him, yeah, until he got away to safety. So we did have clear people, but not enough of them though. Don't slavery want to last so long. So we had clear people too that would help us back in the day, and I believe they were called Quakers. All right, let's see if I can find. This is the African Holocaust. What you want, girl? That. Shh. I'm sitting in the wrong spot to be doing a live, y'all. I'm sitting in the living room where everybody's up now. When I started, when nobody up, now everybody up. This is the music of life, right? Home life began on the African continents, you guys. That's right. Civilization started in Africa, you guys. But this museum has opened. Shout out to that donor. He came through. Let's just take a look at the Black Holocaust Museum.
So hello, my name is Dr. Robert Burt Davis. Everybody calls me Dr. Burt, and I have the pleasure of serving as the president and CEO of America's Black Holocaust Museum, nestled here in Roswell, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'd like to take a few moments to introduce you to the museum, and we're going to start right here at the very beginning. And if you could just kind of get a look at this, one of the important things that Dr. Cameron wanted to illustrate was that Black people in America, we didn't start with slavery, right? So setting context is really important, especially for a museum, because museum exhibits are designed either chronological order in terms of history events, but also thematic, putting some context to it. This museum will do a little bit of both. So starting with the cradle of life, illustrated the African continent, is really important because, quite frankly, DNA, genetics, have proven that all human beings evolved from sub-Saharan Africa. And so setting that as a thematic context is really, really important, especially for our young people who, quite frankly, don't really have a clear grasp of who we are and what we've evolved to become. We then talk about some significant events along this timeline. It's really important here to talk about the traditions that came out of the continent of Africa, most especially Eastern Africa and Western Africa, because of the culture and also because of the economics. So at one time, it's been illustrated that Mansa Musa, who helped create a lot of the trade routes leading out of Africa, because we all know that Africa, the continent of Africa, is one of the richest continents in terms of natural resources, other than South America and the entire world. So shipping those resources out, and at one time Mansa Musa was an African, was thought to be one of the richest men in the world in the 1400s. So once again, just setting some tempo and illustrating that all of our history, our collective history as human beings, is something that has contributed to our entire history. Whether it's, if you break it down into race, which is another subject, or ethnicities and cultures, all of these things contribute to the fabric and the DNA of our world. And so this was very, very important to Dr. Cameron, and this is how we wanted to start this museum experience. So if you think about culture, and so I would say that culture strategy, it comes in, our culture, whether you're Irish, whatever culture is so the culture coming out of West Africa was the tradition, and everybody has their versions. We just call it creeds, right? But everybody passes down information from generation to generation. And the griots were characterized as those who created these wonderful stories around the tradition of passing our information from one generation to the other generation. One of the unique differences as it relates to Africans that were then part of the transatlantic slave trade was that at some point we were forbidden to read and write. And so the only traditions that we had that kept us unified, and we did come from all different types of tribes, was storytelling. The other part of the storytelling or the griot tradition is music. A lot of the music that is rooted in America came from the fact that there were no other ways of communication, taking the traditions from West Africa, now being planted here in the United States, was through music. So R&B, blues, jazz, all of those different cadences that are familiar, but then essentially rather than rap, all of that kind of came from this groundswell of the tradition of coming over here, telling our stories verbally and through song. And so one of the things that the research has showed, and not just for this museum, but all museums, whether it's Susan Grant's Botanical Gardens, you name it, if you've got an exhibit like this, people will typically spend, depends on the person, 5 to 10 minutes reading like this panel, right? If you have a person interpreting this panel, they'll spend 40 times longer because they are now able to interact. So the griot's role is going to be that of a docent, because docents in the tradition of docents is to be the interpreters, right? To be the segue between what's the printed material and the human being. And so there's so many stories that I've shared and shared with you throughout the years around, because my previous life was in Sudan, where if you had an animal keeper just standing in front of the exhibit, people like will never leave because they just want to be connected. And so that's the purpose of the docent, is to once again bring the exhibit to life and make it quote unquote experiential, because that is the true purpose of having a museum. Yes, and if we can join me, there's two things, and that was a really great question. If you, number one, you can.
I love museum. I remember growing up with little kids. That was our outing, y'all. Oh, my brothers and sisters and all of us would get dressed up and go to the museum.
Stand here, but if you look and you can see, if you're standing here, your sight lines go.
The doors of no return. This was a painting from 1502. The first enslaved people reached the shores of North America. The doors of no return. No return.
I think it is one of the most poignant. And if you had 10 minutes, I'd say, stop here to learn about the transatlantic slave trade and the effects that it had on people who were enslaved, the space, because the space that they created here is literally the space that slaves were.
You know what? A lot of us don't know that we suffer from that traumatic experience, you guys. It's in our DNA. Our ancestors went through a black holocaust right here in the United States, yet they don't feel like we need reparation for it. But anyway, you guys, shout out to the Black African Museum. Yes,
swinging from trees is strange food. And then these two pictures are probably the most Googled picture. If you Google the word lynching, this was Will Brown, who was he was lynched, he was hung and then burned. And then this is one of the most popular pictures also depicted around lynching. Dr. Cameron was supposed to be the third body hanging from this tree at 16 years old. But because he didn't commit any crime, and because of that entire white audience, there were several white people who said, we know little Jimmy Cameron. There's no way he could have done anything like this. He survived, and it changed his life. Can you imagine having a noose around your neck, being walked to a tree at 16 years old? That changed his entire life.
So Dr. Cameron was a survivor of lynching, so was I, you guys. And he was a survivor of lynching. He started this museum. And I'm glad that they reopened.
Life changes his entire perspective. And so if you had 10 minutes, you need to see these three exhibits at least. But I want to illustrate the fact that the entire museum is not about doom and gloom. It's America's history, right? So during this month that we characterize as Black History Month, we actually are changing our mantra here at the American Black Holocaust Museum. It's not Black history. It's African Americans' history in the country.
It's all our history. It's American history, you guys. What happened in this country to African Americans? We are American. It is our history. Y'all know that the year 2000, there's been more lynching than it was in the 1700. But what they do is now they say they're suicide, you guys. But shout out to the Black History Museum. American Black Holocaust Museum has reopened in Milwaukee. Melanated Energy and Patricia, hello, how y'all doing? Let me just piggyback on this slave thing, y'all. The trauma of the slave trade, you guys. This a lot of people don't know that we have trauma. Some of us have trauma. I'm just gonna read this. The trauma of the slave trade has had a lasting intergenerational impact on the descendant of enslaved people, leading to increased heart rates of mental health issues like anxiety, depression, and PTSD, often referred to as post-traumatic slave syndrome due to the extreme violence, separation from families, and systemic dehumanization experienced during enslavement. This trauma can manifest in various ways, including low self esteem, hypervigilance, and difficult trust in others, even generational later, we still can have psychological effects. Just think about we don't like our hair, skin tone. We don't like our skin tone. There's so much about we've been taught to hate ourselves, and so all this impacts our physical health. All this impact us psychologically, y'all. So this is cultural trauma, right? The collective trauma experienced by a group of people due to shared historical event like slavery. And hello there, Patricia Ellis Robinson and Melanated Energy. What's on your mind?
Grand Rising, Miss Black Titanic.
Grand Rising.
Grand
Yes.
Rising, Miss Black Titanic.
Grand Rising, Patricia.
Grand Rising, Miss Black Titanic. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you were
I
here.
can hear you. Grand Rising, Patricia.
You go ahead. Melanated, you first, and then Patricia.
Yes, ma'am.
So the Milwaukee Museum of what's that? The Holocaust is excellent. But I think that what they should include is the fact that there was Black people here before, the whole transatlantic slave trade, and they had to get Africans over here to help the Europeans like conquer the land and then they enslaved them and maintain the transatlantic slave trade.
Yeah.
I think that should be included as well. Also with the PTSD, that does exist, but I think that it exists even more because of the systemic, oppression that was, constantly, maintained, post, you know, um, enslavement. After they did the emancipation, they continued to put systems in place to maintain the wealth disparities, the educational disparities, the prison industrial complex, all that comes to your hair don't look professional if you keep it in this natural state by introducing the perm and everything. All of that is like, systems that was put in place because that wasn't in place during slavery, like they all that lynching and stuff, they wasn't doing that during slavery, after slavery, they said that was like, the most incarcerated Black bodies that any time in history, was through the Obama, not Obama, when Biden did the draconian drug laws,
Well, let me tell y'all something. If you look up the right now, for the year from the year 2000 up until now, there's been more lynching with black people than it is in the whole of the United States ever in
That's
any
true.
era. But what they do is say that they are
Suicide.
suicide. These people could
Mm-hmm.
be up there lynching with their hands tied behind their back. They still gonna call it suicide.
Right.
I be on a lot of them. I retired in 2020, 21, 2022. I retired from
But
being boots on the
you
ground.
want to know what I
Already,
believe? I believe that the FBI was the start of like, you know, like a government. This is my opinion only. You know, this is not the opinion of Miss Black Titanic. I believe that that's a government program. I
oh
believe that, you know, like that's a government program that those are domestic terrorists. That's part of it because if you look at Ida B. Wells when she did the Red Record, when she took statements from the people that was in the town, they said that they never saw any of those people. Like buses was brought in, and that's when they did the when they killed all them people in East St. Louis, the East St. Louis massacre. I said
yeah,
that
oh yeah, you're right. It has always been state sanctioned. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right. Uh-huh. And then it was even proven back during the Panthers days when we were coming up. You
right,
know,
and that was government too. Remember,
yeah, the
COINTEL,
FBI. Uh-huh. Yeah.
COINTELPRO. That's all a government program to kill her, and they will not hold the United States government and put them on trial for the atrocities that they did. Like it's all a conspiracy, and people don't want to believe it. It's a bunch of smoke and mirrors. But
Mm.
that's what I wanted to share with you, Miss Black Titanic.
Thank
Well,
you very
you
much.
told me something this morning.
Yes, ma'am. All of it is government. All you had to do when Jay it started when they started naming names back in the 60s and 70s with J. Edgar Hoover. They started naming names of the government that was involved, and because he was the one at front. And do y'all know that he was biracial? Government J. Edgar Hoover. A lot of people didn't know he looked at white, but he was biracial. Okay, Miss Patricia Allison, what you have to say?
You know, back in the days, instead of them saying that they was hanging, and in Mississippi, which I'm originally from, that's what they did back in the country. So what they done that now, they claiming is suicide. How can you hang yourself with your hands tied behind your back, your
Mhm.
feet, and then you hanging from a tree? How is
Mhm.
that can be suicide? But that's a cover up just so that the clear people won't be at fault. My thing is, how did he get in the tree? It's so much stuff that we are experiencing and seeing as today. This is not things that's happening that's way back there. It's things happening right now, right in front of us. They playing right in our faces. You know, if it's not sex trafficking, there is a body organ going on.
Yeah,
One way or the other, they done switched this thing around on us, you know, and we have to be very careful with our children that's coming up missing. We have to be very careful with our boys, our men coming up missing, because they gonna move heaven and earth to find the clear people. But a black one, they do not care. And they already know they already been sold. So they still selling us.
you
So
know what? You know what? It was about 2 years ago. I was on boots on the ground for one of my neighbors. He was hung, and I got the video, y'all. I got the video, and when we went out there, he had his feet behind his back, and then he had on a bracelet on his leg, an active leg bracelet, where he was on house arrest. But
mm,
when we went to the sheriff and inquired about it to the sheriff, how come y'all didn't hear this bracelet? Why the bracelet didn't go off? Since you know what I mean. But
that's true too.
yeah, but that's just a piggyback off what you said. That was like about 2 or 3 years ago when I was on that assignment. I've been on a lot of assignments that y'all Y'all not privileged to know. I got a lot of videos of me going out on cases like that. So you're right. You're right. What they
You know
do,
when
cover it up. They cover it up and say,
yeah, they
"Oh, it's
covered
just
it
a
up.
suicide." Uh-huh.
You know, back in the days, I'm 70 years old, and we had a certain time to be in the house, and I mean be in the house, not standing on the porch or playing in the yard. We had a certain time to be in the house, and
Yeah.
because the white folks they come through our neighborhood. And when my mom used to tell us, come on in the house, come on in the house, we never did understand, why it was an issue that us being black had to be in the house at a certain time. But
That's right.
now, yeah, but now things are really begin to unfold, and we still going through the same thing. They just done fixed it up to make it look pretty. That's
Mm.
all.
Bab says, speaking on slave, Nell will or may have sad thoughts after wedding renewal because she is doing it on a plantation. I didn't know that. Is that the only venue in Huntsville? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. There's a lot of venues in Huntsville. I don't know why she chose it. I really don't know. Even at that place that Stormy lives on, that was an old plantation house that she bought. Old
Hmm.
slave. Uh-huh.
I didn't know that either.
Where
You know.
the house, the land itself was.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So we got a lot of places in Huntsville where, like the Space and Rocky Center and all those hospitals, a lot of slaves are buried, graves are buried underneath.
Yeah,
They
yeah, it
had no
is.
respect for our people, even in their death. It's so many, even at that Central Park that everybody talks to. And what's that? Is that located in New York? Just right under there is used to be a black community, but it's on top of a lot of graves. So
Yeah,
these business are built on top of our ancestor graves. They have no respect for our people, even through death.
that's true. Even in Vicksburg, Mississippi, there's a lot of graves being buried there also. And Ada Bena, Mississippi, is a lot of graves been buried there because there are still plantation homes that still stand today. But a lot of our people look like they invested in buying those homes.
Yeah, they're investing in them, and just like up there at Oakwood College, it used to be owned by slave owners, but they bought that land and built a college on it. I'll never forget when I first moved to Huntsville when Oakwood College sold some of that land, and they started digging that land up to put a store there, and they was digging up a lot of slave graves. Oh man, and they were showing. They act like it wasn't nothing on TV. Cause they were showing how the bulldozer was just pulling up them graves and mutilating those graves, and the coffins was popping up. It was so hurtful to the black community, but they had no feelings about it, girl.
I know. So I wanted to also touch bases on Huntsville,
Hmm.
and I watched the show last night, and I've been watching the show. But the thing is with Nell and her family, you
Hmm.
know, I don't understand, why they give her so much screen time. And rest in peace, Kiki. No one never even acknowledged Kiki.
Yeah, that's Carlos. Carlos called the shots now. So they never acknowledged that girl. That's sad.
It is. And then, not only Kiki, and she was part of the show, they, as today, have really not acknowledged her. They don't even speak about her, you
Nothing.
know.
You would think that since that was the Scots, she was close to them and they knew her. They get
Right.
screen time. They will even say something positive about her, but they don't even do it.
I haven't even heard Tisha even mention Kiki's name.
None. Only time she mentioned her name is to say something negative about her. Nothing positive gonna come out of her mouth about her.
But then Wanda want to blame everybody but them, and how they disrespected this young lady. Wanda want to make it seem as if you know it was us who caused her to go into what she was going in. No, it was them who brought up and introduced us to what was going on with Kiki. Every time we have seen Kiki on the screen, she was nothing but nice and trying to love her family, which they
Yeah.
didn't love her.
Well, see, she was not the way they pictured Kiki on TV. She was not viewed like that in Huntsville. People loved her in Huntsville. She was known as the professor. They call her professor. Every time you see her, hey professor, hello professor. And that's how they looked at her. They looked at her in a positive, she had a positive image. And they never showed that they had her and her husband always was doing family stuff. And the husband, I think he was coaching and not coaching, but what's his name on the couple that quit, Tiffany husband. Tiffany husband
Okay.
was some of their children coach. They never showed none of that. Y'all would have never knew that. They were always had all their kids in sports. And the oldest boy graduate with my nephew because I was at the graduation and that's when I seen Kiki and she threw a kiss at me. That's the last time I saw that child. But she got a chance to see her oldest boy graduated from high school. She got a chance to see that. And maybe a few months later, she passed. Yeah, she passed.
Yeah, and then like it's still a mystery to me, on that, but only God knows the plan. So I just continue to pray for her family, and I pray for their strength and comfort because she left some babies back here,
Yeah.
and I just didn't like. I don't like the Scots. I'm gonna just be straight up with you. I don't hate them, but I don't like them. And I also want to go talk about the scene when at the bachelorette party, the
Mm-hmm.
way that it was scripted and the
Mm-hmm.
way that it seemed wasn't nobody there for as different friends. I know Nell know other people besides the ones that they be on the show with. I didn't see nobody. I just saw two spokesman strippers sitting down, you know, but it just didn't seem like it was a bachelorette party to me. It seemed like it was a setup and waiting on Mel to come through the door. That's what it seemed like to me.
All they parties be like that to me. Even at it just don't be nobody but them. Set up would just be them there. And if you even look at Destiny event, Destiny had not one person from the community there. All it
Yeah.
was love and Mary Huntsville. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's I don't understand that. But like you say, Carlos is cutting a whole lot of stuff out. And when Melanie comes in, you see the expression that Destiny had on her face.
Mm-hmm.
But Mel already know what she's going against. That's why she said no, she didn't want nothing to drink. I wouldn't want nothing to drink either because you got all these evil people up in here. I wouldn't drink a glass of water. I wouldn't take nothing from none of them.
You don't know what they might put in your drink too.
That's
Shit.
true. Mel know what she's dealing with, especially when you got enemies like them who needs them type of people for your friend. And then
Mm-hmm.
now Trisha, she has a serious problem and she needs help. She needs to go sit down on somebody's couch. She needs to just let go and express the way that she really, really feel because she angry with Mel because they are angry with Mel. Like I said, this is a setup. You mad with Mel. Mel didn't sleep with her husband. She slept with her husband, Melanie's husband.
Mm-hmm.
But she's walking around with a grudge, mad because the other one's mad. That she should be a leader instead of a follower, because they gonna always have problems.
Well, we
Destiny.
found out that Destiny and her been friends since the early 20s.
20, yes, and
Yeah.
she was also in Stormy's wedding.
Wow. They've been doing a lot of talking. Destiny, Stormy, both of them are Melody ops. So they've been talking about it. And then on top of that, Trish been in my opinion, Trish messing around with Montel. Ain't no telling, they might still be messing around sometimes, y'all. Who gonna believe these people? But I believe Montel and her was messing around. Yeah.
I do too, because see, I'm like this here. If you drive way up the hill to come see me when me and my wife done separated, then it wasn't the first time to train. Montel didn't need no training. Train on what? When Montel left Mel, Montel was buffed. So what did he need training on? And
Yeah.
then it wasn't just one time; it was 2 times. Let me rephrase that. We don't know how many times she done travel up that road.
Kids, okay, go on. These kids get on my nerve. They slam the doors back there in the bedroom. You know how they do. They think that I'm busy, so they doing their thing back there. Go ahead on, Patricia.
Okay. So I'm kind of like I know I just know, and I feel it in my bone that Trish and Montel had a relationship going on. Because if you pay attention to what Arian say, she say every time Montel didn't always come to her house, So Montel always had different women. Montel don't have just no one individual.
Well, she sure said it. We kept accusing her of being the one doing the COVID. And she kept saying it wasn't none of her. And we found out she was telling the truth. It was Trish that was there doing the COVID, during the 2020.
That's one of them that we know of, but who knows to say where the other ones at, because like you say, like they was signing, having people coming by and they couldn't talk about it, and all of this type of stuff was going on. But my thing is, now Ken is beginning to see Trish for who she really is, because Trish is not going to marry Ken. Trish don't love Ken. Do you see how she lights up when Montel comes around?
God, yeah, that she really looked. She got, when she see Montel, man, Lord Jesus, like a Christmas tree lights up.
She be so happy, and she can't talk to nobody. But when Montel come around, that girl can go. She open up her mouth and talk.
And see, that's why she got the animosity against Mel too, because that's Mel. People, I read somebody said that she mad at Mel because all the men she want Mel.
When she was pissed off with her husband, when he walked through the door at Mel's event with flowers for Mel, and I'm knowing her, she's sitting there saying to herself, he never bought me flowers.
Yeah.
Why? You know how we do. We sit there and we observe things, and that's exactly what's going on with Trish. Trish want Montel. Ken want Trish, and Trish want Montel, because the simple fact is they've been together, and she liked Montel.
Well, Pat, I noticed that she took up a Trish because Kimmy did, because when Melody was saying that she suspected they had slept together, Kimmy said real quick, well, that's not what she said. She said that they didn't do anything together. She quick to take up a side chicks, Kimmy is.
Oh, because that's what she is. And that's what she was. Because like she got so much energy and so much, long as you not talking about her and Maurice, she's good.
Yeah.
But when people start talking about her and Maurice, there's a problem. Because she already know. She met Maurice in them streets, and Maurice is still in those streets.
These a bunch of immature men, man. These men going on their
women too.
They going on in their 50s. They are very, very, very immature, you guys. That man that married and still staying out all night long, and Maurice is.
But yeah, but the thing is, you can't talk about Kimmy, Maurice, because Kimmy got his back whether he's right or wrong. Because when Mel was trying to talk with her about that situation, when she went to visit Mel at her house, but Kimmy had shut her down. She said she didn't want to talk about it, and Mel said, well, she understood it because she didn't know whether, it was still in the courts and stuff, and she just didn't want to say anything at that particular time. And then when they would sit down, when she came to sit down with Mel, and she wanted to question Mel about the conversation, and that's why Mel said she didn't want to talk about it, because when she wanted to talk about it, around no one, and they were sitting there having, whatever snacks or whatever, Kimmy didn't want to talk about it. But now, when she wanted to talk about it, Mel say she didn't want to talk about it. So she gave her own medicine back to her, and she didn't like that. She did not like that. And everybody that does have internet, Instagram, YouTube, you can pull it up. And, right now we wear this kind of matte lipstick where you put it on and you can drink. You can do whatever you need to do, but it don't smudge or anything. But that lipstick that was on Maurice, that wasn't matte. That was lipstick that could spread.
Well,
And that was true.
This chick right here. She gonna always act like she don't see nothing, she don't hear nothing. Like, oh, Mel, that ain't no lipstick, Mel, Tisha.
No, she don't want to be called out because she want to believe that Maurice is faithful, and everybody know they hung out with Montel. They not faithful.
Well, I believe Chantel, because Chantel laid credit one. This girl laid it out. We knew when she described them parties that went down at Credit One. Kimmy had already laid it out for us. Many seasons ago about what was going on in Credit.
She did.
So, and she just came along and verified it. Martell have always said that they do things together. That's why I say that she was playing in Martell and Chantel were playing in this girl's face, slow face, because I know they slept together.
Yeah, he said he had to be first.
Hey, you guys need to. I'm gonna get off of here, y'all. Y'all not doing right. Y'all too loud. Okay, Miss, you want to say your last word? I'm finna get off and.
No, ma'am. I go ahead. I say what needs to be said.
Okay, thank you for being here. I want to thank everybody for the Cash App and the Super Stickers. Thank y'all for supporting my channel. And yeah, and thank y'all for participating. I love it when y'all participate in Black History. It makes me feel good when I can get that feedback from you guys when it comes to the Black History and things that had happened to our ancestors in the past. I thank y'all for that feedback as well. And I'm
gonna say this before you go. My grandmother was a slave, and she used to tell us about what went on, but she's no longer living. But she was a slave, and in fact, she had some things in her we would say chicken coop where she had this stuff, and she kept this stuff, and a lot of stuff that we seen that somebody ended up stealing it, and I know they probably pawned it, but I didn't believe until I really saw this with my eyes about this thing that they used to put around the black people's neck and have it. My grandmama had one.
Yeah, that's sad. Yeah, it's sad.
But thank you for the opportunity to let me speak.
All right, thank you. You need to make sure you teach that to your children too.
My kids are grown and on their own. But
Yeah,
you
well,
know,
you still can talk to them. Anybody cares about what you saw or what your
I
ancestors
do.
taught
Yeah,
you.
I do. I
That's
do.
what.
In fact, the books. I'm retired, but I go over to the school to help out with the kids,
Oh,
and the
great,
books they was throwing away. I got the books and brought them home to my great grandson so that he
great.
could have because they throw all of the black books out of the library and
Joe,
and
do.
and and they was destroying them. So what I did, I was bringing books home every other day. I was getting the books so my great grandson can have them. And most
Yeah,
people that's on here, if the library in your state are throwing away the books, go get those books for your grandkids or your great great grandkids so they can know what happened in history. That's what they're trying to destroy the history.
yeah. That's why they call people like me and you grouts. Grouts are people where their ancestors. So you sit down and just teach you by word of mouth. And so you can remember that stuff to pass it down. Oh yeah, they destroy the books.
Yeah, they are destroying them. So, but I'm building a library for my great grandson so that they can throw any books they want away in different part of Texas. But I done made it in my business that I'm gonna get those books if I have to set up a room just for the library for my books.
Yeah, they'd be like like a little African museum. All
Yeah,
right.
that's what I'm trying to
Thank
do.
you
It. Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Okay.
Game with the 50-50. Game with the 50-50. All right, ladies, you got your friends? All right, now let's do a little work about let's here we go. I don't know if y'all know, but West Love and the 478 band. It's like, oh,
Honey, watch out. Children start copying. Jump up, jump back, lean to the right, lean to the left, jump up, jump up, jump back, lean to the right. Bye. Thank y'all. Love y'all.